As we all know, the playoffs are just around the corner, basically just a couple weeks away, which means teams are already clinching playoff spots and teams are currently, well, getting themselves out of the playoffs. Some teams aren't going to make the playoffs, and one of those teams is potentially going to be the Miami Dolphins, which means they could be parting ways with a couple veteran players. One in particular we'll talk about today and could be a massive addition to the Minnesota Vikings defensive line. So let's get right into it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partner at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, feel free to hit the link I have pinned in the comment section and use promo code MINSIN, M-I-N, at checkout for a small discount on your purchase. They have NFL helmets, college helmets, fully customizable ones as well. They even have the full-size replica helmets that you can purchase. And if they already have a current deal going on, like I'm pretty sure they do, you can actually stack this promo code on top of that current deal and get an additional percentage off your purchase. Those are mini helmets right there at Green Gridiron. If you want one of those, click that link and use the promo code MINSYN, M-I-N-S-Y-N, at checkout. So, the Minnesota Vikings will visit the postseason this January no matter what, and one item left to determine is seeding. The purple team could enter the tournament as a wild card combatant, the number 2 seed or the number 1 seed with home field advantage throughout. Now, the Vikings could have a chance to add a massive roster upgrade. I wouldn't even say it's a massive one. I'd say it would be a nice little depth piece. It would definitely be an upgrade, help our defense out a little bit more, but conveniently, one future Hall of Famer could be available before too long. Miami Dolphins defensive tackle Calais Campbell. Okay? It's a pretty nice name, pretty big name, right? He's evidently been given word by the Dolphins that they'll release him as a goodwill gesture to pursue a Super Bowl if Miami is eliminated in from postseason contention. Now, it goes without saying that the Vikings should pounce on his free agency if that were the case. Associated Press, Alanis Thames wrote this week about Campbell's budding free agency. He said, Campbell said Wednesday that he and the Dolphins could have conversations about releasing him so he can join a playoff contender if Miami, who is 6-8, is eliminated from the postseason soon. Now that goes because Calais Campbell, he's old. He's been in this league a long time. He's nearing the end. Okay? He's nearing retirement. So he wants to get, a Super Bowl or a chance to win a Super Bowl ring. And so that's basically why those conversations have picked up. Now, Minnesota doesn't really have severe weaknesses at Campbell's spots, which is defensive tackle, because we have Harrison Phillips, Jerry Tillery, Jonathan Bullard, and Jaden Redmond, who are all playing exceptionally well. I mean, they've been phenomenal this season. But Campbell would represent a significant upgrade, okay? Some of those guys we could bump back in the depth chart. Campbell just adds an extra person in that front, on that interior defensive line room, and basically could help us, get to the quarterback quicker, stop the run even better than we already currently are, and stuff like that. It would definitely help the Minnesota Vikings defense, that's for sure. Now, the Baltimore Ravens reportedly almost acquired Campbell at the NFL's trade deadline 7 weeks ago, but Miami enacted the arrangement telling Campbell it would release him if the playoffs became out of reach. Well, the Dolphins are about one loss away from that inevitability. Now, Campbell said that the Dolphins' grace, it speaks to what he means to the team, that teams would be willing to do that, and there has been some competition for that. But yeah, my job is to speak on behalf of what's the best thing for 2024 Miami Dolphins. Now, he also said that weeks back before the trade deadline and stuff, there was a small conversation that you really didn't hope would ever even become a thing. And it was kind of like just something to talk about. Nothing concrete or anything like that. I don't know if we're there just yet, but it's definitely something that you think about. Now, Campbell has an 83.4 Pro Football Focus grade through 15 weeks, which is a mind-boggling mark for a 38-year-old or basically anybody. If you have that type of grade, you're really good in this league. Now, he ranks 6th among defensive tackle peers and can serve as a mammoth asset to some teams' Super Bowl push. At 12-2 with eyes on home field advantage throughout the postseason, the Vikings make sense as a suitor. And I would have to completely agree. Adding Calais Campbell to that defensive line would not hurt us in any way. It would only help us, give us more depth at the position, and give us a better chance to reach the top, reach the mountaintop, get to the Super Bowl, try to win a Lombardi for the first time in our franchise's history. You guys let me know your thoughts on the potential possibility of adding Calais Campbell if the Dolphins don't make the postseason. Leave those in the comment section. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.